Happy New Year.
Yeah.
Happy New Year, folks. It's 2026. Is it?
Oh, man.
Yeah, we're filming on New Year's Day, so yep, 2026.
Oh, yeah, this is New Year's Day. Happy New Year's to everybody that's listening to this a little bit after New Year's. Man, 2026 makes me feel old. Like, I remember 1996, and now it's 2026. Good night.
Yeah.
Wait, I am old. That's my bad.
Yeah, I'm the youngin here, so I'm not nearly as old.
Do you remember 1996, Ray?
I mean, no, because I was born in 91. I was barely remember anything from that age.
Wow, that's crazy. All right.
Yeah.
Keith, you remember?
Sorry, I made you guys feel older.
I remember 90. Yeah, I was in college in 96. So that was a good time.
You're just going in. Wait, how old are you, Keith?
I'll be 50 this year, unfortunately. I'm 49. 49.
All right.
Yeah.
I turned 50 in May.
April. So I got you by a month.
Dang. All right. Yeah. Well, you look much younger than I do, so good for you.
No, I don't think so.
I look the part. You don't so much look the part.
I'm very immature too, which helps.
What's that?
I said I'm very immature too, which helps.
Yeah. I'm
Keep
guilty as well.
Yeah.
I don't think you're immature. I think you're very professional, mature. But I've watched some of your other podcasts, so I know.
Yeah, see, I have my and I think in our live we went off the rails a bit, so we weren't really.
You expressed yourself a lot on the live.
I did. I really expressed a lot of myself in that episode. Yeah.
Well, look, luckily that was in the past. That was last year. So.
Oh yeah, we can move past that. Yeah.
Yeah, a whole new Jimmy this year. A whole new Jimmy. I'm going to be nothing but professional. No jokes. No making fun of people's height. No making fun of people's names.
Yeah, this podcast is about to get real serious.
It's nothing but, hold on. Let's do like a real So you got to put the mic right here and you got to talk like this. You got to be really monotone and we got to do this. This is the new format for our podcast right here, folks. So we're going all in on the podcast. You guys aren't doing it.
I don't have a mic.
So I was noticing that there's some new things going on in the YouTube community over there at Commonwealth Flipper and ADH. Wait, he changed his name, and then Carrie's doing a video every day this year.
I love that. Yeah, both him and Dave, right? Vlogmas year round.
Oh, I can't do it. I can't do it. That's all I got, folks. Yeah, but that kind of goes into we want to talk. We want to do some New Year's stuff, New Year's resolutions, but we want to do like a recap of how crappy last year was, don't we?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, a lot changed for us last year, for sure. A lot of pretty fruitful year.
Some of us downgraded podcast co-hosts. Some of us, like me, upgraded.
Did you guys see that they're talking about trades on
I was going to bring that up.
I did not watch Leftovers yet.
Yeah. I commented on there, and you guys don't know this, but I put a no trade clause in my contract for buy it all. So
we have contracts
limits. Yeah.
I'm a no contract. You haven't heard about my no contract thing that I went through?
Yeah.
I'm a no contract guy. That's a story from way back in my first podcast.
Is that how you easily quit podcasts?
Yes, I don't sign contracts. That's right.
Yeah.
You should.
Yeah.
I'll have to explain that to you behind the scenes there, Ray, of my contract history. I'm sorry, agreement history. And it's just a joke for those of you listening. It's just a joke. Just having fun. Those days are way gone.
Sorry.
Way in the past.
Next month, Jimmy's not going to be here.
Yeah. There's wagering. It's happening in our college.
Oh, really?
Did you see that?
No.
What's his name from the Benz? Jefferson Benz from
CJ Benz Fines.
That I think he commented on the live that by March something I'll have quit, and that's the over under type thing. So before your birthday even.
Oh wow. I don't see it happening. I'll take the over.
I'll take the over as well.
Yeah. But by the way, there was some squashing or quashing. I think it's quashing of the the issues with Ray and Death Pile Picker over on the Leftovers. But if there's a new gripe I have with the Philly Picker, Did you see? You haven't watched it, but Ray watched it, where they were talking about trading, and
I
Dan
want
was
to
talking
know more
about
about the trades. But keep
So
going.
yeah, they were alluding to Dan maybe getting traded to a different podcast, and they mentioned that getting traded from an 800 sub podcast like the Leftovers to a 300 sub podcast like us would be. And Joe said it would be equivalent of getting traded in the NFL from like a winning team to a shit team. Which a quote, a quote. We're the shit team, Jimmy.
We're the Cowboys.
Exactly. That's what I said in the comments. Yeah, we're the
It's like
Cowboys.
being traded from the Denver Broncos.
Yep. Or the Eagles.
Or the Eagles,
Yeah.
I guess.
Yeah.
But middle of the road team, middle of the road podcast would be like the Baltimore Ravens. They have, just
Well,
They're still in the
it's-
mix. Still in it.
Yeah, well, it's this week. Well, by the time this comes out, everybody will know if the Ravens beat the Steelers or make it to the playoffs or not. So
Yeah.
high hopes. Those are called high hopes. No,
well, I got my Ravens gear on, so hopefully.
who's the running back on there? Jamal Lewis? No, I'm saying who's the running back on your isn't that a
It's not
is
a
it a
running.
player?
Okay, so this isn't even a running back. It looks like a running back.
that's okay. That's Ray
that's
Lewis.
a big boy there. That's defensive lineman Michael Pierce.
Oh, that's
Oh, okay.
Right.
It's your buddy.
Yeah.
It's your yeah. That's
So
cool.
last
I thought it was a running
year
back.
he caught an interception to basically clinch the division, and so that was that big boy was running.
There you go. You always like that.
So is there going to be a trade? Are we working on trades right now? Is there stuff going behind the scenes I don't know about? Like, am I going to be downgrading hosts again?
I don't think there is. No, I don't think there's a trade happening. But
Who wants? Is anybody requesting trades? Is that why? What brought up the trade talk?
I'm not really sure what they were talking about over there. How did it start, Ray? Do you recall?
I don't even know either. Like I have no idea. No idea.
They can't trade Mike to save their life. He's probably on the market. He's probably on the trade market, and they can't get rid of him. Like nobody.
Yeah.
You can't. Like you have. It's one of those trades where you have to add money. Like
Yeah, you have to pay the whole salary
if you take him.
Yep.
type of
Yep.
Gotcha. All right. So you don't have a lot. That's what it is. You don't have a lot in trade to offer. That's why they can't make a deal.
Yeah. Exactly.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yep.
Yes, that's like the recap from 2025. That's one of the things that all of us have definitely big change with our podcast. I know. Let me have it, guys. I was in 4 podcasts in 2025 or something like that. I can take it.
4? I didn't even know it was that many.
No, that's
right?
just me exaggerating, all right?
No, that's not exaggerating.
That's not
Was
exaggerating.
Was it 3 though? Was it even 3? I know it was 2, but I know you were in the
I
other.
started the year off last year with Leftovers.
Yeah. Okay. So
and
yeah,
then
I didn't think you
done
were.
this one.
Okay.
I don't know. If I'm kind of part of RIN. I don't really think of RIN as a podcast. It's a live hangout thing.
Yeah.
I don't think I'm part of any other podcast or anything that happens regularly. No, I'm not. But
I mean,
I definitely upgraded hosts.
I don't know about
Now,
that.
I'm not trading them, guys. So stop talking about trading. I don't want to. I'm joking. No, I'm joking, but I'm not.
We're trading you, Jimmy. Right, Keith?
See,
we'll talk behind the scenes, Ray.
all right.
All right.
Can I get traded to like the big one? Like that way I can be like going from the Cowboys to the bed. Like whoever wins the Super Bowl this year, that would be trash to cash equivalent. So we have to wait till the Super Bowl.
So the trash cast or the Eagles. You're saying that?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I see what you did.
I mean, look, it all depends who we get back in return.
Well, I mean, who do you? All right, if you could trade me, this is the question. You guys asked for this, whether you like it or not. You just did. Not that they would ever do it, and I'm sure there's a lot of viewers that are going to say in comments, "Do it, whatever you got to do to get rid of Jimmy, do it." But if you could trade me for one of the trash to cash guys, who would it be?
Oh,
any of them.
I mean,
right?
let's face it. Dave is like a whirlwind of activity. So Dave is like I mean, they're all awesome. I love Kevin. I love Carrie. But I mean, Dave is like, can do so much. He's like a Renaissance man, I feel like, right? A modern Renaissance man.
I don't think I would call him that, but
I mean, no? I mean, he's creating DKMT, 3D printing stuff for his store now. He's he's got his hands in all kind of areas.
You pick Dave. You're going for You're going for the utility infielder.
Yeah, you can do it all. Yep. Buy it all, need to do it all.
All right.
Yeah,
Ray?
man, this is tough. Why did I put myself in this position?
Yeah.
I don't know. I think.
Ray doesn't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't. That's hard. Look,
Well,
I really like
I would take
their
Kevin
podcasts.
and all his subs.
Yeah. Oh, but also they're perfect over there. The perfect blend of
Yeah.
I mean, comedy and like true
Yeah.
selling conversation and
Yeah.
and great chemistry. And I think we have great chemistry. So I don't think any of us are going anywhere.
All
I think it is a good some good
I thought
chemistry
for
here.
sure, I thought for sure I was getting traded.
I would actually probably take Carrie because the sports cards and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like I like talking sports cards. So there.
Oh yeah, so you could get traded to no bangers then. I'm just saying. And then we end up with Rod in this thing. I don't even know how that happened.
We're just gonna take the no
no
bangers name. I'm gonna bring Carrie here, and then
or we could
we'll be the new no bangers.
I don't know anything about sports ball cards though.
Well, that's why you'll be gone.
I feel very intimidated by your guys's. Oh, I see. So then wait a second. Then No Bangers podcast becomes a reselling podcast, and then this becomes a card podcast.
I don't know. I guess so. Yeah.
They talk about reselling a little bit there, but not all of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, no trades. No trade clause.
Yeah, we'll stick it out.
We're staying like this.
Yeah.
All right, it's just hypotheticals. I just wanted to see who you got. If I would go with Kevin. I think Kevin, but he does it on his Flipper channel or his Flipper channel. He gets to get a lot of his reseller knowledge in over there. So he doesn't really need a podcast to do it because he's pretty good of explaining his reseller thoughts on his own channel. So I guess he doesn't need it.
No.
All right. Just take his subs then. That's all I want. I'm being greedy. I'm coattailing it big time right now, Kevin. Just saying.
So we recapped our YouTube years a little bit, or our podcast years, right? We all had some changeover into our podcast. How did your selling do overall for 2025?
Ray, go ahead, my friend.
So my selling this year compared to 2024, like 2024 was really good. Like it was one of my best years, actually probably my best year I've ever had selling on eBay and other platforms. But 2025, it was just completely awful. It was like night and day. Like, I mean,
are we talking across all platforms, or was there one particular platform? Or
I think, I mean, it was mostly eBay, and there was a lot of factors into that. And I think, I mean, if there's anything I learned, it's just you just have to keep adjusting. And I think, I don't know. I guess I went into like I went in 2025 thinking I just keep doing the same old thing I was doing, and it was just sales are going to keep moving the exact way they were, and that was definitely not the case. And I was down. I mean, this is a big number. I was down like 40% most of the year.
Wow. I haven't even looked at my numbers.
I hadn't until this right before we started recording.
But thankfully, I think with some recent adjustments and stuff like that within the past couple months, I've gotten my sales back up where they should be. My December was better than the previous year's December. So my best year in 2024, this 2025 December, like just completely killed that. Like it was great. So, and I don't even usually see that much of a jump. I don't know why. That's just me. I've never really seen that much of a jump from the holiday shopping or anything like that. I don't usually get that much of a jump. It's
interesting.
I think because a lot of the sports stuff I sell, I usually get it during the seasons, or I don't know. That's just how it is. But and it depends on what I guess what I'm getting at the same time, what I have up for sale, because each buy is going to be different. But yeah, I mean, I'm happy with the adjustments I made between discounting. Well, raising the prices up 30%, then discounting my store, and then doing the promoted listings. I mean, that whole combo. I mean, my impressions, I think, are up for the they're up 110%.
Wow.
There you go. How about I know you were never on Etsy previously, and then you started Etsy this year. How did you find Etsy over the holiday, Ray?
It was good. It's not like it's still nothing beats eBay, but
Yeah.
I mean, it really helped out. That was actually surprisingly, I feel like that was my number 2 platform of the year. And it used to be kind of around a tie between Macari and Poshmark. They
Okay.
used to bounce back and forth, but Etsy completely took that over the second best platform. And I
Really?
mean, even today, I sold something today right before we got on here, and it sold I'm selling items for full price. I don't hardly
Yeah.
ever discount them on Etsy, and it's always higher end items. I'm not selling low end items. Not that I don't list low end items over there at all, but I'm selling a lot of good stuff all the time over there.
Nice.
So
That's crazy. Yeah, I mean, and then, like, Keith even said a little bit, like, sometimes things just sell for more over there that, don't
Yeah.
quite, like, compared to eBay.
it's wild. And so I will even say that I have a lot of buyers select priority mail for some reason. And I don't know why. Just on Etsy, like, and I have it. They can
Yeah.
choose what they want, but they're selecting the higher shipping too.
It makes sense. They're just trying to get a gift, trying to ensure it gets there in time.
Yeah.
But I have free shipping on everything on Etsy, so it's like I don't have that kind of option for people. Sometimes people message me and I'll like create a custom listing to expedite a shipping. But yeah,
I got some
Okay.
interesting numbers. I just pulled mine up, and it's interesting. Like, I'm kind of surprised that I'm down for the year. My total sales were down 8.5%. But numbers that were really interesting to me from that is my average sale price is way up.
nice.
$49 per item, up 18% from last year or from 2024. And so that brought down my quantity sold is down 22%. So I sold 22% items, 22% less items.
Hmm.
That's kind of crazy.
Wow.
So
Yeah.
my gross sales were down, but I've improved at finding quality items and selling less for more. So
Interesting.
that's an advancement for me as far as that. I actually kind of like that, seeing that. And yeah, there's a lot more I want to delve into, but that's my eBay. That's just my eBay. So that's interesting.
No, that's good.
Yeah, my Etsy did a little bit of the opposite of what you had happen, Jimmy. My orders were up. I sold like 1,284 items on Etsy this year, and that was like up 1% from last year. But my revenue is down 20%. So even though I sold more, I had less revenue, and that was purposeful on my end because I did a ton of like lower price, like $20 pennants in multi quantity. I have like 40 of this pennant, 20 of this pennant. So it was just easier, less work I was doing because it was already listed. But the revenue was a little bit less because it was not higher end stuff that I was selling.
I'm trying to see.
Makes sense.
Yeah. But my eBay's up a little bit. My eBay was up 2% in both orders and like order and revenue. So that was nice.
I'm lost by that though, because was it because you put a lot you have a lot more on Etsy? Like, was it because of the pennants, for example? Would that have a lot to do with why those numbers changed that much?
Yeah. I used to I shifted a lot of my business model. Like I used to put like every pennant I sold on Etsy, like $150 sports pennant would go on Etsy. Now I've really skewed to like doing like the lower price, like $20 to $30 pennants over there that people will give as gifts, and the higher end stuff goes to eBay. So my eBay sales price is a little higher.
Okay.
Trying to see how I did on.
So wait, so you said your lower end stuff is on Etsy. Is that what you said, Keith?
Yeah, lower end and quantity. Like
Okay.
almost every
Yeah.
listing is a multi quantity.
Okay. Because that's like complete opposite what I do. Like I'll do. I mean, I still have like stuff that's like $10, and up. But I can't list everything I have in my eBay store anyway to Etsy because they only allow, I can only list vintage over there.
Yeah.
And, there's only so many items in my store that I would even consider vintage. And plus, I don't like to go lower than that $10 mark of an item because they charge all those fees for it being on there.
Makes sense.
You know?
Yep. Yeah. So that was a strategic thing for me, just because time is money as much as anything else. So if I can like photograph one pennant and have it up 35 quantity, that's So my eBay, my store is never really shrinking because I always have everything is multi-quantity.
That's awesome. That's the way to go though, because if you can list an item and just kind of like forget about it, it can be listed for however long.
Yep.
That comes to that's sourcing though. To me, that's sourcing.
Yeah.
I don't come across that a lot. I don't come across multiple. It's happened, but I don't come across a lot of the way I source. I don't come across a lot of multi-quantity stuff. I don't.
Yeah. It's not out there much at yard sales, or that's probably the thing where like local connections you can make to get those kind of multi-quantity buys, right? It's rare to pop up on a yard sale, have them have 1,000 of one thing.
Yeah.
Right.
And most of the time it'd be a newer product. It's not going to be something that's older or, something you could even list on Etsy most of the time, probably.
Right.
So that's pretty good.
I feel like flea markets are a good place. Like you can come across that stack of the same pennant at a flea market.
Yeah.
I feel like, pennant is just a generic example, but I feel like you can find stuff like that more.
And to be honest, that big pennant buy, I met that guy at a flea market, and that's how I made that connection. So it's flea markets are, whether you buy it there or you make those connections for after the fact.
Yeah, I agree because like a lot of sellers, especially at my local flea market, they're storage unit buyers, and you just get a store that closed down and they stuffed everything in the unit. That's all it takes.
Yep, absolutely.
That's another thing I wanted to go into. The part of the recap is sourcing, because I think I would call 2025 my best year for sourcing, not just for flipping, but for my collection as well. But it was an amazing year out here sourcing in Ohio. I'm hope that's one thing I don't care if it doesn't improve. I just hope it stays along the same. Like it was that good of a year picking for me.
Nice. I
found so many rare items and so many rare toys and collectibles and you name it, and glass. I almost want to go, like I want to go into resolution stuff, but I want to save that. But learning a lot about glasses here between Tim over the years, who was a guest over here. I learned a lot from him this year, and I've been picking more glass than ever, and decorative mid-century modern stuff as well. And I want to get better at that too. But picking. What about Ray? Keith had the pick of the century as far as I'm concerned this year or last year.
Ironically, last year is probably overall the least I've ever picked as far as like for a year.
Wow.
I picked for content, but like obviously the huge basement buy was like an epic buy, but like I think I probably, other than that big collection, I bought less than I ever did because I already had. I'm just really trying to tackle the death pile for the last 4 or 5 months. So,
that makes sense. Like I probably bought less in 2025 than I have in a long time, because since I wasn't having the sales to support, I can't keep buying. I can't keep getting out there every week. Weekend, like I couldn't hit. There's so many sales that like community sales and church flea markets or whatever that I couldn't even hit this past year because of that. Like I knew I was like, I have to just hold off, and let alone I did buy so much the previous year in 2024. I bought so much that my whole one spare bedroom it's still filled, because even the few weeks I have gotten out there in 2025 that I basically just kept filling it up. I list something, I'll take a whole box or tote, I list all that, and then it's so easy that the next week I go out and then I just replace that box in the exact
Right,
same
right.
spot.
Yeah.
But I mean, I still bought so much less than
So
I
weird
usually
because
do.
it's like, is the quality of items you're finding not work? Like, so I mean, if you find good stuff, it sells. It doesn't. It sells itself. Like it shouldn't be.
Yeah,
That's why that's so weird to me.
Yeah.
I
Do you
don't know.
guys ever like when you have your picking affect your listing the opposite way, where like you know you were out buying, you probably shouldn't have been buying, and then you come home and you're feverishly listing because you knew you just bought and you probably shouldn't have. Do you guys ever get into that kind of mentality?
I only
Yes.
get I only get that way when I feel like, like, so with my, I wasn't gonna talk about this a lot, but with the bill that I just had to pay for my dog's vet bill, that makes me want to make that, get to listing and make that, make up for that, unexpected bill.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Or like, so that's the time. Or like, I don't know, like if I have a return for some reason, that gets me like, oh, I'll just make up for that return. I'm gonna list a bunch of stuff and make up for the money that I lost in that return. That's the only time that really happens to me, though.
Yeah.
Makes
I
sense. Yeah.
I mean, there's been plenty of times where I knew I wasn't even supposed to be at the flea market or anything that week, and I show up late. I'll get there. When I'm planning on going to the flea market, I get there maybe around like 6 a.m. When I'm not planning to get there, I'm getting there around like 9 or 10, and it's just I'd go there maybe just get some breakfast or lunch or just hang out with some friends I have there, and I'm not even looking around. But there's been times where I wasn't even looking for anything. I just turned my head. I shouldn't have looked. There's a whole bin of stuff that I want to buy, and it just gets me in trouble. And then I go home. I'm frantically trying to list as much as I can to get that money back. Especially this year was difficult with that because, like I said, with my sales being so far down compared to what they were in 2024, that I feel like I was just constantly trying to play catch up anytime I was buying a good deal or buying
Yeah.
a big buyout of anything.
Yeah.
For the context of this conversation, I've been in both spaces, and I'm not looking for you, as far as where you're at, but like I'm able to run my business with basically no budget now. Like, so like I can go, I don't have to worry about, like, because my business has grown over the 6 years I've had it, and it's doing well. The company's got funds that I can do, I can go to when I need to make a buy. That makes things so much easier. And I mean, obviously, it's the obvious. So like, it's been a while since I've had that kind of thing where I have to actually like budget, like, I have to sell before I can buy. I haven't been in that boat for a while, and this is much, and my point is, this is much more challenging of a thing to do, reselling, when you have like a budget that you have to watch, or I have to pay because we pay our bills with this. Like,
Mm-hmm.
I know Ray and I do, and I know Keith, whatever. Like, if I had to, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm
No,
not saying
yeah,
like
no,
Keith,
no, you're
whatever.
right.
I didn't mean it that way. But like, so like, to not have to worry about that part of it makes this much easier. And I know there's people that are in both boats. So like, but it's been so long that I don't fully understand where I don't fully understand that anymore, Ray, except for my past history. Like,
Yeah.
for me, if I come across a good buy, I'm buying it. You know what I mean? Like, I don't
Mm-hmm.
have to think about it. There's not a lot that has to go into it. Like, if I see it as a good buy, let's get, and I also go out picking every single weekend. I don't miss
Well,
when
yeah.
the
Well,
I don't
see,
miss the weekend.
things were so good in 2024. That's how I
Right,
was.
right.
And that's how I filled the whole spare room so easily because it was like, okay, yeah, here's a good deal. Here's a good deal. Here's a good deal. Like, and I'm
Yeah,
just buying it. I'm buying it
right.
all.
And then it's going right out the door.
Yeah. But
Buy
exactly.
it all.
And it was so like my sales were so good. I mean, I went out, I got a new truck. I I was trying to set myself up for 2025 and it almost immediately just changed. I've gone in details a little bit about before and it I mean it's hard to know like exactly what it was, but at this point I'm just so far past whatever technical issues or whatever was going on. I
Mhm.
mean, now that I've adjusted my eBay store, I'm seeing that progress back to where I need it to be.
Well, that's
Like,
good.
that, like, because we talked after one of the shows one weekend, I'm like, I probably shouldn't even be on this podcast. Like, 'cause I felt so bad. Like, I felt like I didn't belong.
That's when we tried to trade them, folks, and there were no takers.
Because I'm like, my sales were so down, and I mean, it's been literally a struggle like all year. And if it was 2024, I'm like, okay, yeah, I'm doing everything right. Everything is, fine. But I had a lot to work through.
Yeah.
But sometimes it's just going to be like that. It's not going to be consistent every year. You're gonna have some kind of struggles or something to figure out, something to work out. And I'm just thankful. Like when we had Tim on, and he gave some advice about the whole going up in price thing, which I was already kind of thinking about. But he, like, once he put it in my head even more, and was talking about that. And I go up in price and discount your store, all the items in your store, run a sale. That I think is one of the biggest things. And then with the combo of that and doing the promote listing, it's worked so well for me. And it might not work well for everybody, but that's the thing that's just turned it around for me at the end of this year. And I just hope it really does carry in to 2026.
Yeah.
Well,
and I think that's
too. We hope it does for you, because we don't need to leave in this podcast because
or I'm the one getting traded.
Hey, your sales might go through the roof, and then you'll be like, you know what? Free agency, buddy. Free agency.
Yeah.
Oh man.
And one thing me and Jimmy didn't talk about, I know we each were really attacked in 2025, like live stream selling. And that was, I did a lot more in 2025 than the previous years. So that was.
I was actually over there looking at my sales on District. Just, definitely more than made up for the drop in sales on eBay. On Dibbed alone, I did 12,000 in sales on Dibbed.
Trying to pull mine up here.
And then I did there was some other things that like some of the other ones I've 1,000 here. There's another one.
Where are you finding that, Jimmy?
You go to orders, and then you do you filter to how did I get there?
I got it now. Yeah,
total
all time
sales. Oh
that's all time. I should go last year.
Then you just click the at the top. You click the platform. So you go to District, and then it tells you your total sales under orders. Yeah.
So I did 17,700 on did that, and then did the cards. Awesome. Yeah, and the cards 10,000 on cards, a little bit over. Dang, a lot of that is breaks. So that's like, not breaks are different because you're not. You might be making $20 on $300 worth of sales or something.
Initial investment on the inventory, right? Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. Exactly.
Yep. That's a big factor for me because a lot of the stuff I sell on there I've talked about, and Tim even commented like that was a great comment that I made, that a lot of the stuff I'm selling on there, not even a lot, almost all of it is stuff that I'm already into the profit on. So for me, that number is great because it shows, like, for instance, I bought a crate full of action figures and it had 2 figures in there that were worth $100 each. Well, those figures came out of the crate.
Yep.
And there was still some good stuff in the crate. I sold the rest on Dibbed It though. So like the 2 action figures paid for the crate that I paid $10 for the crate. Like, those 2 figures profit, boom, we're good. We're way in the profit. The rest Dibbed It because I'm so into the profit. So like, that's why that number's so good to me. That District number, that Dibbed It number.
That's a great
I know what kind of inventory went out the door with that.
Yep. Absolutely.
That's good.
And that's been, I mean, I'm not, the word isn't down on live auctions. It's just inventory wise, I'm down on it. Like I've talked about it in the past, and we won't go into it too heavy, but I want to make sure I keep that going and keep that momentum going, even though I haven't done a sale in a while. I just don't have the stuff to sell, and that's where that becomes a problem. I don't have a lot of stuff laying around that I'm in the profit on.
Yeah. And I haven't had a sale
for you. Sorry.
Yes.
I was just saying,
Go
ahead, Keith.
And I was gonna say I haven't had a sale in a while either, but mainly it's time wise with the holidays and like shipping in the holidays for me. It's like I don't have a whole lot of spare time, and every little spare time is like went to shipping in the last month. So, but I'll get back into it.
So,
Yeah.
Ray,
Well,
we gotta
I
get you
can't
on.
talk about it because that's part of my New Year's resolution.
Oh, we can't. We have.
I
Is
can't.
there anything else? I want
Yeah.
social media last year. That's because that's part of what we do. Obviously, we're podcast hosts, but we're big on social. We're not big, but we're big into doing social media stuff. Whether it be the toys, the sports cards, the collectibles. I took a big break on my Old School Flips YouTube channel in 2025. I don't have a good explanation other than maybe burnout, maybe just like I know what it was. My views died, and I guess that's been pretty common for a lot of content creators. In 2025, a lot of people saw their views. Mine just really died. We're talking, felt like 80% dip in views, and I was just like, I need a break. Like I'm doing all this work and it's not performing like I would like, and it's a little bit frustrating. But I also had some success on short format stuff during 2025. That's been frustrating as well, especially with Facebook. Social media is just what it is, though, folks. Like it's more of a grind than eBay. I feel like if you're doing it heavily and because there's the work involved, there's the getting the footage, like that footage just doesn't just show up. Like you have to either strap the GoPro to you or get your phone out and record that. And then the big part, the comments and the people that don't like what we do. That's probably the most challenging part of social media and what we do is me accepting that I already know. There's a lot of people that don't like. Not everybody's gonna like you. Is what I'm trying to say. Like, there's definitely not everybody's gonna like you, and that you gotta stop trying to make everybody like you, and trying to make everybody understand where you're coming from. I don't know. I don't even know where I'm coming from right now, but
yeah, no, makes sense though. It is you have to have thick skin, and or at least maybe not in the beginning. Like I still don't get many troll comments because I'm just not
you're
big
just
enough for that.
kind of guy. That's fine.
I don't know. But yeah, yet when they come, either just ignore them or you respond to them, and it's part of the algorithm game where you got to engage a little bit with that. But yeah, and I focused a lot on short content this year as well. I took a little bit of break on that, but I got to get back into that more. But those are fun. Those are like easy for me because I can edit them in my car at work when I'm eating lunch. I could be editing a short or something that I can, the full length videos. I got to be home on my laptop, but and I've been trying to grow TikTok. That's a slow grind for me.
I'm not on TikTok anymore. Like I
really?
actually got rid of the account, and so like I don't see. I maybe I'll get back on there just to follow you and see how you're doing over there. I don't even watch the videos or anything anymore.
I'm not monetized. I only have like 1,600 followers, so I don't have much activity there.
The monetization over there was weird when I was monetized over there. The video had to be over a minute.
Okay.
Really?
And so that, and those were doing well for me. And then they stopped doing well, and then I stopped making them, and blah 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 blah. But
yeah,
I don't know if they're still the same way. When I was monetized over there, the video had to be over a minute for you to make any money on it.
Interesting. That's pretty much all I make anyway. I don't make any shorter videos, which I probably should. Maybe we'll talk about that next week. And I have some big plans for my other channel, the Rips and Brews channel, that I'll talk about next time. But we haven't done a ton with that this year.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. You do a lot, Keith, and I'm always impressed like how much you do.
Oh,
it really like. I mean,
I am too, because he's also got a full-time job, folks.
But it makes my efforts look like nothing. It's like just like that small, like it's like nothing compared
to what you feel like I sit around playing video games all day for a week.
I'm jealous. Yeah.
I know. I wish I could play some video games.
It was kind of nice. I did that last week. I played video games all week. I'm actually amazed at how much Keith gets done. He reminds because I feel like you outperform me in every aspect: reselling, social media, quality and quantity of social media, and you go to work and you go to your career. Like
Yeah.
I should. I don't. You got a gift.
Thank you.
Oh
Appreciate
yeah.
it. Yeah. I just don't like to. I mean, I don't really relax. I mean, relaxing to me is like on my computer, the earphones on, editing. That's sort of
Yeah.
that's like a little bit of a downtime. So
That's huge.
uh,
That's huge
Yeah.
because I kind of dread the edit right now. I kind of dread. I've been doing editing again, but I still, when I quit, for sure, I dread it. When I took the break, I for sure was dreading coming down here and editing.
yeah,
That was a big part of it.
oh, I go through waves of that too. Where like I put out a video every Saturday, and that like sometimes some Thursday, Friday, I haven't done anything with it yet. I'm sort of like, and I haven't missed one yet, but there's many weeks where I'm like, am I gonna be able to do it? Am I gonna find the time? But
Do you edit
I
on
would,
your phone or at your computer?
my computer for my regular videos. Yeah.
Okay.
Gotcha.
Yep.
Yeah, editing is a grind. I mean, it's not. I I enjoy it, but once I have one of these. It's like a mental thing. Once I get down here, I'm actually doing it. I don't hate it. It's just bringing myself down to the basement into this corner and actually sitting at this computer and editing. That's the step that I can't get past. Right, I can't make myself come and do.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah. I mean, I didn't put out like a crazy amount of content till this year. I feel like on Instagram, like I started putting out a little bit more. I used to take the easy way out of posting on Instagram. I just linked my eBay account and just share all my listings,
That's cool.
listings right over to there. And but and it wasn't really bringing anybody into my eBay or anything. But now, and I'm not consistent with it, but I did kind of dive back into it a little bit more, and I was posting like some shipping videos or my
Yeah, I've been seeing your little short videos of you packing the items right there at the table.
yeah.
Yeah.
So I
Yeah.
try to do that. My whole like pack roll and rip,
I like them.
like
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah. Oh
which
yeah. That's cool.
which I actually so in 2025 I did post one video from I had Instagram. I posted it on YouTube. So I did post my first YouTube short in 2025.
Nice.
Now, I mean, today I actually posted my second YouTube short.
Oh
So
wow.
I guess I'm kind of leaking my New Year's resolution right now, but that's something I did today.
Yeah.
And so, I mean, I didn't realize how easy it was. I guess that's why, like, I didn't want to take the time to learn. And
Well, yeah, if you're
put
already
in,
making the content, if you already had
yeah,
that content, you got to put it over there,
yeah,
right? I mean,
exactly. And
Yeah.
so now I'm just going back into some of the older videos, and I think that's the plan. I will do that, but
nice.
I enjoy taking the time to make any of the content and post to Instagram. So why not?
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, and you should definitely, I mean, I've just started a toy channel on Facebook, and I'm focusing just on Facebook for right now as like a Facebook toy page. And I'm having some early success, but I'm not putting that stuff anywhere else. I'm not putting it on my YouTube channel or Instagram or anything. I should probably consider making a channel on those accounts for that, my
Yeah.
Facebook page, because it's having some early success. And it's my favorite thing about it is people don't really hate toy collectors. The biggest mistake I made is calling it Old School Flips Toys, but because Flips is in the name, people think that some people have thought, oh, and I am a reseller, but people have associated that, and then they're like, oh, you're just a reseller, you're just a scalper. I've had maybe 4 or 5 comments like that in the short time well, why is Flips in your name? I was like, because I resell other stuff. The toys I'm showing in my toy videos are toys that I'm keeping. They're not for sale. They're not the stuff I'm flipping. The channel's intended to be my collectible. Or stuff that maybe I thought about bidding because I wanted on it at an auction, but I didn't bid on it or whatever. It's not about it's not supposed to be about reselling at all. It's supposed to be about collecting toys and investing in toys. So anyways, but Facebook, I've been except for my recent total disaster of them taking away my monetization on my Old School Flips page. Most people I know are doing really well on Facebook, and it's growing so fast. Like I think I'm over 2,000 now. It's just crazy how many views and how fast short videos are growing over there.
That's gonna be one of my
That's good.
resolutions. I'll talk about because that's something I haven't tackled at all, and I'm definitely missing the mark. I know.
Yeah.
Um,
It's kind of like instead of follow the money, it's like follow the content. Everybody's creating content over there. Everybody that's I like to use words like that. Big. Everybody. Not a majority of the big content creators in our niche, in the reselling niche, are creating content over there, and there's a reason why, because there's a reason to follow that.
yeah.
I've
Plus,
kind
for
of
me,
said that in the past.
yeah, I know for me, my demographics on my channel are like there's not many young people watching my channel, right? It's like 45 to 65 or something, men.
Yep.
And I think Facebook is probably an older crowd, not older, but like I think
No,
there's
it definitely
probably
is.
yeah. So I think that
Mhm.
it lends itself to that kind of content lends itself to Facebook a lot more than anywhere else, probably.
It's interesting that you said it, because like I definitely agree, because like my boys are 20, 25. He just turned 25, and then a 21-year-old, and neither one of them have a Facebook. They could care less about it. They don't
Yeah.
go on there at all. And
Wow.
it seems like most that age, they're just like, Facebook, what? Like, whatever. Like, they could, but they're on Instagram. They're on, they're on all the other stuff, Snapchat. They're on all that other stuff. But Facebook, they're like, you know what I mean?
I
So it
really
kind of
thought
backs that up.
I really thought that Facebook, like, they really could have just had it all. I mean, they could have completely dominated
Right.
every single social media, even and beyond that. Like, when they came out with the marketplace and you could do the shipping, and like, how easy is that you could be on there talking to your friends, just one click away, you could be buying stuff.
Yep.
Yeah.
And
Missed
I
Yeah,
opportunity.
think
you're right. I
they're
agree
missing the mark.
100%.
Yep.
And my biggest problem with them is always, and it proved to be the same problem I have with them for my content creating, is there's no support. There's zero support. I had my monetization taken away, and I have still no answers as to why. I've tried and tried disputing. I've tried. There's nobody it's all like this. And it's crazy because you says you click here, and you end up, it's just this crazy loop that happens.
Yep.
You end up right where you started at when you try to do all these things to correct it. The final button you click takes you to the very beginning where you started at. And then you try to navigate through all this AI and this, preloaded whatever. And I'm telling you, you end up at the beginning again every single time. And it's just, and there's nobody to talk to. There's zero. And that's so with Marketplace as well. And that's why I think Facebook Marketplace has died, especially for like shipping sales. There was a time there where it was a big thing, right?
Well, they also took it away at some point. They pretty much where they weren't providing labels anymore, and
right,
and
because
not
they weren't
like the regular
providing
person.
support.
Yeah, the regular person doesn't know how to go buy a label. They don't.
I want to say I kind of called that one because I stayed away from it, and there was a lot of people that I knew that were like, "Hey, well, you got to go to start selling on Facebook Marketplace, offer shipping." I was like, there's no support. Like, you have no support. And I said that way back then. I said, they're trying to play with the big boys right now, and they're going to fail if they don't have support. Eventually, it'll catch up. If you're not willing to help people that shipping didn't happen, prevent scams and prevent shiesty people from doing stuff over there. Kind of going off on a rant. Sorry, but yeah.
No.
And it's what happened. It's 100% what happened. They don't have support. They'll never survive. eBay, people like to, dog on eBay. eBay does supply very good support at the end of the day.
Oh,
compared
yeah.
to, you know what I mean?
Yeah, anywhere you can talk to a real person, like that's the goal. I mean, I don't want to talk to no one. Like I mean, I want to get my point across. I want somebody that understands and takes the time to fix my problem. I don't want to have to like you said, you're basically just, you start it and then you're ending right back up at the beginning because it can't understand what you're trying to say. And it can be like that a little bit on some of these other platforms. Macari can be like that a little bit. Even eBay, there's been times where I'm trying to tell it about something and it's just like, oh no, you have to go here. I'm like, okay, so I click into this thing, and then it puts me right back to where I just was. I'm like, this makes no sense. I just want to talk to somebody.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
even
And
asked,
Etsy's a little bit like that too, but I think eBay is hands and above.
Oh
yeah,
Is that
yeah,
even, is that a
because
saying?
they're the big
Yeah.
dogs. You,
Yeah.
you try
yeah.
to
Yeah.
play, and that's my whole. I even asked Meta AI, like, hey, do you have any kind of? It literally told me no. Like, we don't have. Like, the closest thing we have is the Facebook, like a Facebook group that you can message and hope to. It's just
Well,
silly.
that's what Facebook had. They had a marketplace for sellers Facebook group, and you could comment stuff on there, but it would take no lie, it would take like a couple of weeks, I feel like, for something
Yeah.
your post to get approved
Yeah,
to even
and
get
then
help.
once like I feel like once word got out that hey, you can sell something to somebody on there, get the money from them, and then don't ship it, and like nobody's gonna protect them. Now
Yeah.
there's other ways you could get protected through the way the money was transferred. But yeah, once the shiesty people got a hold of that information, it got ugly.
Oh yeah.
Anyway,
Yeah.
that was kind of a way off the
Yeah, that was
2025.
all right. Well, let's reel it back to
Review.
recap. You guys had any like really, really good like feedbacks that somebody left you this year or anything like that? Like I don't, let me see.
I don't read my feedback, so
You don't
I'm
read
being
them?
on. I don't read my feedback.
No.
I do read them,
Especially with
but
the new change. That was a big change in 2025. Was the new change to feedback?
oh yeah, the auto feedback. Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you read
Yeah.
yours, Keith?
I do check them and I read them. I guess Etsy, maybe I get more like productive feedback on Etsy a little bit, like, oh, the person loved the gift or whatever. But eBay, I mean, I always read them all, but I wouldn't say
Really?
anything was very touching or or special. I'm trying to
I got a
think.
picture message. No, I got a picture of one of my feedback. I sent that. That's the one. I got a picture. The guy asked me about a Santa Claus. It was like, the brand Dandy, Dandee. They make like plush and they make masks. They make big plush masks. And I sold a giant Santa Claus plush mask. And the guy had messaged me about it, any tears, any odors. And then he even sent me a picture when he's on, I want this exact one. Is it the exact one? And I could see the Dandy hat tag hanging in the picture. And I was like, there it is. I can confirm that that's the same exact mask because I can see
wow.
the Dandy tag hanging off of it. And I was like, that's mine. Mine's Dandy as well. And so he bought it. And then he sent a picture of him. He looked like he worked in an office building. He might have been, it might have been like a janitor or something like that at the office building. And he was wearing the mask to work. And he was all proud of it and excited about
That's
it. So
funny.
he sent me
That's
the
cool.
picture and, obviously left really awesome feedback as well. And the pictures in the feedback. So that was cool.
Yeah.
Yes. Sometimes, like I always, especially if it's like a paragraph, I'm gonna read it. They're the ones I like to read.
Does it make me a bad person that I don't read them though? I don't.
Yeah, it does make you a bad person.
I thought so. I mean, just verifying everything I already know.
I think I do remember a feedback that I got, and it was sold an early, it was like a 1926 or 27 St. Joe's University football team photo.
Mhm.
And it was pretty cool because the guy who bought it, his grandfather was in the photo.
Oh yeah,
But
you told us about this.
oh,
Yeah.
was that okay?
You didn't
Yeah,
tell me about the feedback though.
yeah, and so the grandfather was in it, and the father and the son went to St. Joe's. So it was like a 3-generation thing. So it was pretty cool that ended up in the right spot.
Yeah, that's always good. Like when you know exactly where your stuff is going and it's going to the right home. And
Yeah,
yeah, but like again, that just goes into the stuff that Keith is finding blows my mind.
I like lately I'm expecting some feedbacks like that because I've been selling a lot of police cards. What?
He's like, I
What's so
better.
Police?
Ray's like, I better get it. I better get that feedback.
No, well, because
Expecting that
okay, so
feedback.
I've been listing a really like niche product. I mean, because it's Baltimore police cards, and they're like little trading cards, and they'll have the officer or whoever on there, and so I had a couple that had to be family members of that officer. And so because the buyer had the same last name, so I'm expecting like oh, thank you so much, that was my dad or my brother, this like whatever, you know what I mean.
Are they
But not,
vintage?
What if they
not
don't? Are you gonna be
yeah.
disappointed if they don't?
I mean, if they don't, they don't. But I have over 100 of them, so I should.
This was shipped poorly. This was
That's not my dad.
poor quality.
It was supposed to be my dad. It's not my dad.
They're from they're from 1996, I think.
Okay,
And
that's cool.
Yeah, and this is cool
ago.
because some of them were actually autographed by the officer, which is like I didn't even know they really made police cards like that. But then like some of them were signed, so I'm like that's just kind of neat.
It is pretty cool. I mean, it's a very specific niche. Like, would anybody buy them other than the family?
Yeah, I actually have. I've had some people buying ones that I mean, at least the name's not matching, and it's going.
Okay.
Like I've had some. I think I might have had one go to California, one North Carolina. So most of them aren't staying here.
So somebody's collecting this stuff.
Yeah, I might have had the whole set and I didn't know because I couldn't even find them anywhere. So I was like, it's better for me to list them individually.
Yeah.
Describe exactly what it is again, because I'm
so they're Baltimore County police trading cards, and they just
have. You would get like a Star Trek card, and it's signed by the actor type thing.
Yeah, but this would be it'd be just trading cards that have a picture of the officer, say their position, and it might have on the back some facts or something about them. I don't know what precinct they're from. Has a lot of info about them and their career. But it's just, I don't know. They're pretty neat. Some of them, like I said, some of them are signed. Like they gave them out in I guess 96. I don't know. I guess they gave them out. I don't know.
Talk about no bangers though, huh?
Yeah.
I could see like an officer handing that out in the inner cities to try to like establish a connection with the community.
But then I don't know. I've seen something on YouTube. This is the only info I could find on it.
That's what I was going to ask. I want delve into who's buying this stuff because that's what I really want to know. Go ahead. Sorry.
It's got. I mean, I thought it was going to be mostly family, but I think it's just one of those. Somebody must need a particular card for their set because I can't be the only one. I really can't.
Collecting the 1996 Baltimore PD tops traded. I need officer.
I'm gonna have to get here. I'm gonna get some of these so you guys can see. So give me a second. I got them right here.
All right.
Now I think while he's getting up, I think it's interesting that we went into feedback that we've already received. Yeah. And he is literally when we asked him what feedback did you get good, he's like, well, I expect to get good feedback.
I'm really hoping somebody gets.
So is this a resolution? Have we moved into the resolutions?
Seems like it is. This is a 2026 plan.
What's the shirt that he's got hanging there with all the autographs on it? That's crazy. We were talking trash.
The jersey. That's a
Ravens.
issued. It was Ravens issued jersey.
You didn't hear what I said about you, did you?
I don't think so.
Watch. You'll hear it back later.
Okay. Awesome. All right. So let's see.
Oh wait, you don't listen to the podcast back, so you're not going to hear it back later.
Oh yeah, I don't listen.
It happened at 8 minutes. All right.
Well, I'm gonna expect somebody in the comments.
You're expecting more now, huh?
Yeah.
You're already expecting feedback. Now you're expecting comments.
I'm trying to find a signed one. Like here's one.
He's expecting good comments, folks.
The Brian Kelly.
And it's autographed by Brian Kelly.
Oh, wow.
And here's I don't know. It like might have a picture of them on a bike.
Oh wait, what's his name?
Michael Lewis.
Officer Michael Lewis, if you listen to this podcast, reach out to Triple R Collections. He's got
some of them had the canine dogs.
I'll tell you, I'm stunned though that these sell. I'm stunned, which is great.
And I was going to lean on you, Keith, of the expert of to know who's buying this stuff.
Yeah, I'm flabbergasted.
Officer Charles Coyle.
Wait, is he from? He looks like he's straight from like Russia, right there.
Yeah,
I'm not even trying to.
KGB right there.
It's actually my local precinct too.
What what kind of value do these have, right?
Yeah, what are they selling for?
So the ones that aren't signed, I've been selling them for $7.78 free shipping. If they are signed, I've actually been upcharging and selling them for $20 and something.
Jesus.
And there's how many have you sold?
I've probably sold about like 8 or so. I mean, I've been
Damn.
really
Dude, I'm
diving
not
in,
good
but
at
still,
math,
like
but that's
you wouldn't
good.
think. I paid $5 for like a whole freezer bag, and it's definitely over 100 of them. I mean, this is just one small. This is one stack out of there.
That's crazy.
Was there
So,
a comp? Was there a comp, or you're creating the comp?
huh?
Was there
Oh,
comps
that's a
on
good
them?
point. Are
No,
there
there
a
was
lot?
nothing.
Nothing
Absolutely
listed.
nothing.
Huh.
So I
Well,
mean, I threw these prices out there, not being able to find anything.
I love that you just because that you created like a little niche market that nobody really would have even. I'm not. I think Keith just basically said it for us. Like I'm not messing with that. I would have had no idea. And Keith,
Yeah.
who's in that kind of niche, would have just basically said, "I'm flabbergasted." Like I probably wouldn't have messed with it either.
Yeah.
But you saw there were none listed. You took a chance, and it's paying off. That's actually really good.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, I like when I find stuff that there's no comps because I'm the one that controls the market. You know what I mean? I set the price.
I do too, but usually if I see a stack of Baltimore PD cards, I'm thinking there's a reason there's none listed.
Yeah.
That's what pops into my head. There's a reason why I'm not seeing any of these.
And the thing is, for me to
them.
not just sell them all together in one lot, like,
oh yeah,
I mean, I guess I was thinking that if like what would I even price the whole lot at, and then also if one person wants like their dad or something was in here in this
you
set,
don't buy the whole deck just to get the one.
Exactly. They're not going to want the whole.
Yeah, it was genius for sure. Yeah,
I actually that's a strategy that a lot of people, but either way is fine. That's the big thing. Either way is fine, but list them all and let them sit for a year. Let them sell for a year. Keep doing whatever to keep the listing active, and then at the end of the year, if you still have half the pile left, then you can say, you know what, I've sold what I was going to sell. Like what was going to sell sold. Now it's time to put the lot together and sell it as a lot.
So I want to say that, like, out of everything I've been listening lately, these are the only things that I have not even discounted. You know, how I said I raised the price up 30%. I have not discounted these at all because I'm not even going to discount them until I have them all listed, till they're all done. Because I still have I think a small stack left, but I'm not. There's no way.
Good, man. It's all about the work. It's all about the work. With the big factor in that is you're taking the time to do the work to lease. Now that's where maybe AI could change things in the future. I don't think AI would be able to quite figure out those just yet, but the work that you're putting in to list individual cards is where some people get caught up. And I would probably be that person. I would have tried to sell as a lot because I don't want to list each individual card.
But that is a point of like out of the box thinking, right? Like you're thinking, I mean, not many times in reselling do you think like, oh, I need the person's family member to buy this item for it to sell. But you thought outside the box and you thought, these aren't out there. Let's put them out there. You're bringing a service to the world almost to make things available that were never available before. And it's paying off. It's cool.
Yeah. I mean, not even like family members, like other people are buying them. So I mean, there must be some these people must have a set going or something that they're trying to complete. That's the only thing I could think of.
Maybe it's a friend of yours and it's a fun gift you can give them on Christmas. I don't know, or a fun birthday present. Like, hey,
True.
Now the only thing I'll say, like, how did that person decide? I'm gonna look up there. I remember back when the day our whole unit had pictures taken and we were all put on sports cards. I'm gonna try to see if I can find it so I can get it for my friend that was on the force with me or whatever. But it's still fun.
But it's weird though. Like I'm sure some of these people are like, I never thought that they'd see a card of them listed on eBay.
Yeah. And
You know,
They're
autograph.
like, wait a minute, what? Like,
you know the
why is
cards
my
that you would
name out
get when you were little league. You would get cards of yourself. You remember them?
there? Mm-hmm.
I wonder if you ever find them out in the wild, if they would have a market, similar idea.
I
Like,
bet you the older the better too. Like the
yeah,
older the
like,
card, right?
yeah,
I think
What's
that's what shocks me the most is that these are while they're 30 years old. They're not that old. It's not like it's a
Yeah.
something from the 20s like Keith was talking about. Like it's from the 90s.
yeah.
What's funny? What Keith was talking about, like the cards from like your sports team and all that you played on when you were younger, like those type of things. Even I bought a collection probably like a few years back, and out of like all these boxes, I'm going through one box. I pick up one of those type of cards where it's some kid playing. I think it was baseball, and I'm like, why do I recognize him?
Oh wow.
It was somebody I knew.
Oh wow. That's cool.
And so he was
That
living
was
in
our
Florida, so I
shortstop.
actually sent it to him. I'm like, hey, is this you?
See, there you
He
go.
confirmed it. I sent it. I mailed
$20,
it to him.
$20 on eBay
That's
right
cool.
now. That's what you do.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm going into this new niche market. Hey, you should start
Yeah.
looking up all those officers' names and just be like, hey, look what I found.
Yeah.
yeah.
On
Yeah.
eBay.
Well, I did. So I did look up some of them because what if they had like a larger career than just an officer? You know what I mean?
Right,
Or what if
or
they
in
became like,
politics or something.
yeah, exactly. So some of them I was looking up, and who knows that? I mean, obviously that might be a reason for people to buy it too, because maybe it was somebody.
Now, I'm going to go ahead and say this, that you put way more effort into reselling than I do, Ray.
Yeah.
You
Well,
put
I didn't play
way
video
more
games
effort
all
into
week.
it. So
Ray,
I have
I think
no bad things to say
yeah.
about your effort ever again because you're like Mike when a return comes in as far as your effort.
calling the car office 15 times.
Yep.
Ray, another thing you could have done, maybe it would have been a better opportunity for you, is leave them in your car if you ever get pulled over.
Oh,
So
yeah.
start, go run through the stack. Look, I got your card. Don't give me a
Right on the-
ticket.
Just go through a freezer bag while I'm sitting there.
Yeah.
And like, hold on. I gotta see if you're in here.
Yeah. Don't
Like,
give me a
just-
ticket. Will you sign my card for me?
Yeah. Yeah, don't sign the ticket. Sign my card.
Yeah.
Just right on the back, like get out of jail free, and like this was given to me. They told me if I
Yeah.
hand this to you, I'm good to go.
There you go. It's even better.
Yeah.
Oh shoot!
There we go.
No, that's crazy. I would have never even thought. But
there's some crazy cards out there though, and not I don't want to turn this into the No Bangers podcast, but
no, but this is good reseller information. People
I
right now
have-
are finding a possible little bolo. Like they're not going to
Yeah.
pass up on that stack of cards when they see it at a yard sale. No?
I have one that a lot of people
I'm
don't
not.
even realize this. Did you know Goodwill they had baseball cards at one point?
No.
I did not, and I
Yeah.
don't think I wanted to know that.
So I have a Brooks Robinson Goodwill
What?
baseball card somewhere. I'd have to find
He's
it.
a real jerk, just in case you were wondering. I met Brooks Robinson.
Did you?
I did.
Oh, really?
You're the
Right.
only person I've ever heard say that he was a jerk.
He was mean to my mom, so I have to call him one.
That's,
He was a guest at the Moose Lodge, and he was really felt like he should have been, things should have been set up better for him and this that because of his status as a celebrity.
Interesting.
It's the Moose Lodge. Like, come on.
Yeah.
yeah.
Sorry, Brooks Robinson. I apologize.
I mean,
Well, one thing with cards, there are
I'm sorry, Ray. I didn't
Yeah,
mean
you're about to be traded, so-
Oh yeah, he's a big Baltimore guy. There are type collectors out there.
Well, he was in
right?
Arizona at the time. Maybe that's why he was a
Ah.
jerk.
Yeah, it's hot out there. But yeah, there are
Oh,
type
we'll get
collectors.
started.
They want like one type of each different kind of card out there. So maybe that's who's buying these too, right? Potentially.
yeah, probably.
I'm gonna
I
look
mean,
up the
who knows?
Goodwill Brooks Robinson card now.
Yeah, I couldn't even. I think I was one of those things. There wasn't like a ton of them, but I'm going through a box. I'm like, why does this card say Goodwill on it? I mean, you
Yeah.
never expect your thrift stores that be promoting their own baseball cards.
Oh, absolutely.
Let's see. I'm just gonna look up Goodwill baseball card.
Yeah, you're
Sorry
just going to
about
get
the-
Goodwill selling baseball cards since they have eBay stores and
Yeah.
Yeah, right. You're probably.
I don't think there's that many of them.
Oh
So if you
yeah,
don't see
yeah.
any pop up, you'd have to have it. You might have to
Oh no,
check.
that's Albert Goodwill from 19. It's a player's name. Sorry, Albert Goodwill was a baseball player, huh?
I
He's a
never.
19th century player, right?
Yep. All right, so that's who I'm seeing. Albert Goodwill. Wait, yeah, right there. The card is from 1994, but it's an old re. Anyway, sorry.
Yeah,
I
I'm
just
not
had
even.
I just had an interesting thing come through on my eBay. Can I ask you guys real quick?
Sure.
Someone sent me a question on a pair of boots that I've listed for. They're on 25% sale. They're now down to $115. They asked me if I would take 85, and they're good, really good boots, and I'm not taking 85. And I said my go-to response is they're already heavily discounted at 25% off. My best price is $100 plus shipping. And then they messaged me back, would you take 95? I already established where I'm at on it, and I didn't respond to them. And then they sent the question marks. And again, I'm like, maybe it's bad customer service, but I was like, I've already established my lowest price, and I'm not selling these boots for less than $100. I'm just not. They just sent me an offer at $100.
Ah, there we go.
Do I take it, or should I be worried that I offer bad service?
I would take it. I would take it and say, and then message them after the fact and say, "Oh, sorry, I never saw this question mark. I never saw this question." So they like act like you weren't ignoring it. That's what I would do.
Ray?
Yeah. I think I would accept it because, I mean, they can't expect you to be by your phone or by your eBay messages all the time.
Especially
It's
holiday.
kind of a bullish move on my part of the fact that like I already set I already let you know what my lowest price was. Like I don't again I just didn't feel like explaining or going back and forth with them about it. Like I already told you what my lowest price was.
I'm the same way. If I say my best price and then you ask that and I give it to you and then you want to go lower than that,
And it's one of those things where like if it was a in-person negotiation, I would have been like, sorry, that's my best price. I'm not negotiating with you anymore. This is how anyone I'm trying to be nice. Like would have said it very nicely, but like, I'm sorry, that's my lowest price. I appreciate it, but that's my lowest price. And that's would have been the end of the negotiation in person. So like that's kind of how I approach that negotiation as well. So
I had something like that the other day. I'm trying to think what it was on.
I just don't know if it communicates as me. I wasn't rude. I just kind of like squashed it. I was like, we're done here. Like, no.
Speaking of being rude and bad customer service, I had one this week that
You're
me
rude.
over here. That I had like a Fossil watch listed. I had these in quantity for like $50. I had them listed for, and I've been selling them for like 35 to 45. Somebody sends me a message on eBay, $10 question mark, and I just responded with a laughing emoji. Is that wrong? And not even a word, just a laughing emoji.
No,
I think it was appropriate.
Sometimes you have to just let that slip. I mean, as long as it's not constantly, I think, oh well, I don't care. Like,
yeah, I mean, and then at the end, if they come back and say, "Oh, I'm sorry, my son got a hold of my phone and accidentally sent the laughing emoji," just throw that one back in their face.
My fat fingers hit the wrong one. Emoji.
My son accidentally bought this. My son accidentally. He meant to. It was supposed to be the middle finger emoji.
Yeah.
So I had something very similar with you, Jimmy. Almost like I had a pair of Under Armour shoes that I had up for 117, but then it was 20% off, so it made it 93. They offered 40. They just say 40. They don't even like. There's no context or like, will you take 40? Just the number 40. I hate that. I hate when they message you that.
And real quick, the reason this person had to message me is because I had my lowest set to 100. I wasn't even lying to them. My lowest set is 100, so I was being honest with them. So go ahead. That was a key factor, and that's why I wanted to ask you. Were they messaging you because they were coming in below what your setting was? Oh, you don't use that.
No, well, it's weird. So this listing, I actually didn't. I don't know why I didn't even have offers turned on. So I mean, that might be why he was just.
Okay. Yep.
But still, but he just said
because that's a factor.
So there was like no really like words that he was even messaging me. He said 40, and then I come in and it's just like, thanks for the offer. I just I use this tactic now because since I have stuff, everything's on sale. I say, hey, already have it on sale, so I can't really not looking to go down that far, but feel free to submit an offer I can truly consider. Yep. He comes back and says 60 most. That's it. That's all he says. And I just reply 80 least.
So that's good. I like it. I like it.
And then he says 70. And I'm like $80. ... It's already on sale. And what do you guys think he said? I'll think about it.
Yeah. At least you had a sentence on that one.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I hate that. I mean, at least come up. I mean, will you consider 40 or could you do 40?
Give me a reason to accept it. Like I mean, as much as I hate the whole sob stories or the excuses or whatever, I actually would rather have that sometimes.
Oh, I had one yesterday. I feel bad reading this, but let me read this sob story. And I
love these.
Oh yeah, let me.
I feel bad. I'm like,
oh no,
wait for you to read this.
Okay, here it is.
Can you do it in your professional podcaster?
I'm very sick, so I have no voice, but I'll try. So anyway, he messaged me about 4 different items, but like in a message, he was trying to make an offer on a bundle, which is always hard. I have 4,000 listings. It's hard to know what he even asking about.
Yeah.
So he says, I'll give you 50 and 15 shipping and handling for one each of the 3 mask labels, the umpire log, and the early glasses mask. I hope you think that's fair for 1 box to 1 address. This is where it gets interesting. I'm unemployed. I rent, have a 25-year-old car, no girlfriend, a hiatal hernia, and I'm drinking alone on New Year's Eve and probably not getting out of the snowdrift that I parked in. Please send an offer. I'm like, I couldn't even believe the message.
They're stuck in the snow.
Stuck in the snow.
They've been driving and drinking and driving.
Yeah.
I don't know why about the hernia issue.
Yeah.
I think you should do it.
I would have done it, but I don't even I like
feel
the one
bad for them already.
I truly felt bad, but I would have accepted the offer, but I don't leave the umpire log. Listen, if I search my eBay store.
Honest one though. Like it's usually. Yeah. I'm not saying they're not on, but usually it's some kind of serious illness or some really dire situation.
Yeah.
This was honestly, I'm drinking and driving tonight. I hit a snow pile. I'm like, my hernia hurts.
Yeah. There's a lot of information there, and I totally would.
Girlfriend broke up with me. They took the dog,
an old car, the snowdrift, the part that gets me.
How did they get a big old? Yeah, that's funny. I mean, funny, but it's not.
The only time when I've had like a story with an offer, the only and it was substantially less than I was really looking to take. The only time I've ever done actually accepted it, somebody has said that they just adopted a kid and they don't have a jacket, and so it was the kid's jacket, and I'm like, look, fine, like it's cold, dead winter.
I get that one.
I'm like, fine.
I've had offers with that message that I was like, that's not even a bad offer, and I've accepted them.
Yeah.
Sure, I've had that.
Yeah. Sometimes, if it's not a bad offer, but if it's substantially less and you're getting a story, like especially, right. I don't know, he's just kind of a lot.
Yeah, that's a lot. So they're an umpire too, or what? Or
they're baseball collector maybe. But to be honest, the umpire log, if I search my eBay store, I don't even have an umpire log. So that was my main thing. Like, I don't even know what he's talking about.
Man.
So
it's one of those.
I told him to send individual offers, and I'm happy to do the deal, but it's hard to.
Right.
Yeah.
I hate that when I've had buyers get me mixed up with other people.
It's happened. Yeah. That's
they've never even bought off me, and they're like, hey, I want to buy this from you. I'm like, or you said you would give me this price even. They've tried to pull I feel like a fast one on me. I'm like, no, I never see. You're talking to the wrong guy.
So think about that. There's people that shop a lot on eBay and they buy a lot of different things daily. It's happened. I've been they thought they were talking to someone else they bought, and they were not happy with that person. They thought I was like, what are you talking about? You didn't even buy that for me. And they're like, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. That was someone else that message was meant for. They were literally. And the thing that throws you is I even have to tell them you can see the message you sent me. The item that's attached isn't what you're talking about. What's happening here?
Yeah.
I don't know.
That's
people had too much to drink sometimes, and
Yep.
Yeah, I don't. I usually though most of the time it's like, and I usually don't respond. I usually just it's usually one of those ones where I don't counter or anything. I just decline the offer and go on with my day when it's a sob story with a really bad offer.
Yeah. This guy wasn't bad because he was almost a country song. Like the whole thing is a country song, like a sad country song.
oh, you should take AI and turn it into a country song.
Oh, that's a great.
It's a good for an eBay short on. Yeah.
I need a snowplow.
Yeah.
Oh, shoot. Oh, that's terrible. That's so.
Yeah.
Where are they out of? You guys can become friends.
It's Michigan.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Do
That makes
they
it all
have
it all
car
adds up
dealership
now.
that you can call?
Yes. Yeah.
What was that?
We could give
Do
Mike's,
they own
Mike's
a car dealership you can call?
It might be Mike that's messaging you. I'm just saying.
it might be.
Oh, man.
It checks out. No.
At the very least, I could hook him up with Mike's car dealer because he's 25-year-old car that's stuck in a
He needs a new car.
drift. Does need a car.
Yeah, true. I don't know. That's funny. What were we talking about? That was a good story.
I don't even know.
Okay.
Do you guys
Sob
have
stories.
a buy of the week?
I don't.
sort
I have
of.
a story for my. I have a story that was a bad buy of the week. Sonia tried to buy those toys from me.
Oh yeah.
Sonia was buying me some toys off of eBay for Christmas. I'm gonna tell the story.
Yeah.
That person finally shipped those things. After I kind of like pushed. Now here's where I'm at though. One or two real quick. So Sonia ordered some toys. Now here's the thing. It was an auction, and this is what throws me. It wasn't a buy it now. It was an auction, right? And the auction ended, and Sonia won, and she got these toys at a really good price, like the kind of price where you're like, such a good deal for these toys, right? And they never shipped. A label was made, but they never shipped. And Sonia messaged them like 3 times. They never responded to her. So finally, I went in there and I kind of like was trying to get them to respond. I'm not gonna lie. And I called them out and said, I think that you don't like that what these sold for, and you're not happy, and so you don't have no intention on actually shipping them. You just made a label. You're not actually going to take it to the post office because it was never scanned by the post office. That's what the tracking said. After I sent that message, within 2 minutes, I got a message back saying that, oh, we're on vacation out of the country. I just checked my Ring doorbell. It's still sitting on my porch. The post office never picked it up, is what they said. I'm not buying that, but whatever. My biggest question is, why did you start an auction before you're leaving the country to go on Christmas vacation? But why did you start an auction and then leave the country? Now, eBay, after some things that gone back and forth, it's what's being told is that they just didn't know how to change their handling time, and they didn't do it, and and they finally got back home and they shipped it out. Okay, I'll believe it. So the item is on its way, but I'm like, why? If you knew you were going on vacation out of the country, why did you start an auction that would end while you were out of the country? No, I'm sorry, it did not. No, it did not end while they were out of the country. Oh, that makes more sense now, because allegedly it was on their porch when they left the country. That's what makes sense. Okay, I was confused.
Yeah.
So, anyways, it's on its way.
It does seem
3
suspicious.
weeks later.
I agree.
3 weeks later. I didn't get it for Christmas. I'm getting it after Christmas.
Well,
so that would have been my find of the week if I would have got it.
That's what you did in your if you couldn't find an item, right? You just printed the label and threw it away. So they probably pulled a old school flips.
Yeah, they pulled old school flip. OSF, yeah, they sure did.
OSF'd you. Yeah.
I get what I did. I get what I dish out, right?
Yeah.
But this was to Sonia, so I was.
That's true.
That's true. Like, you're not getting your Christmas present.
I definitely don't believe it, because a package that's left on my porch for that long isn't even going to be there. Somebody's going to walk up on my porch and take it.
Oh, I should see where they're out of. I didn't even pay attention to where they're shipping out of.
She's had some bad luck because she didn't.
New York. They're in New York somewhere.
Huh.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I don't know.
Yeah.
It was interesting. I just thought it was really interesting. Again, the biggest thing, Keith just froze on my end. Am I frozen?
No.
All right.
Am I
He's
I
frozen
still
on mine.
am I still froze?
No, no, my end.
Okay.
Maybe it's me then. Let's just say it's still working. So that's the biggest thing is that they ignored Sonya's messages. Like they just completely ignored her. Like she just kept asking them, "Hey, can you?" Before 'cause she didn't want me to get involved because it's a Christmas present.
Yeah.
And so like I saw her messages and it was like they just ignored her over and over again. She just said, "Hey, can I get an update on the tracking? I see a label was made, but the post office," and they just totally ignored her. So
That stinks.
anyway,
At least it's
go
a
ahead.
happy
You
ending,
get your
maybe.
finds of the week since I ruined the finds of the week.
Well, I had a death pile fine. And I remember buying these in like a pallet lot like 5 years ago, but I'm going through the warehouse today and found them again. But it's a bag full of all signed golf balls. They're all
Oh wow.
I didn't even like. I don't think I ever took them out of the bag when I got them. But there's like Fuzzy Zeller, Greg Kite. I don't know who that one is, but I gotta do some research on these. But they're all. I guess they're all signed at the one tournament because they checked off who they had at the tournament, who signed them. So pretty
That's
cool.
cool.
I don't think
That's
there's any
awesome.
Tiger Woods or anything, but we'll see.
Yeah. Hey.
I can hear you talking about them, but you're froze 5 different times while you were showing me.
Oh,
I
really?
can still hear you though, so I didn't
Okay.
get to see them. But
you got to rewatch it.
For those of you listening on our favorite Spotify, you saw the same thing, or you heard the same thing I did. You didn't get to see it, just like I didn't.
Yeah, it was a bag. A good point. Yeah, I forgot about the Spotifyers. It's probably about 30 or 40 signed golf balls in a Ziploc bag. So
All right, and so the golf balls themselves, the little signatures on them.
yeah,
It's not like a box or a sleeve of them. It's just a ball.
just a bag full of balls. Bag of
Loose
balls.
Loose
balls. Yep.
I didn't get to see them, so I have to ask these questions. Sorry for you listening on your favorite Spotify. He's got a bag full of loose balls. Gotcha. Signed. Yep. He had his ball signed by Fuzzy Zellers. I love it.
It is hard in the golf ball. It's hard to sign. It's a small ball.
Oh
That's
yeah.
what I was wondering.
Yeah, they're all like never a great signature on a golf ball.
No, I mean it depends. I mean if they have like one of the fine point Sharpies, they're okay.
Yeah,
was
extra fine.
Was it a fine point Sharpie or was it a?
But some
you're
some
not
of them
frozen
are
right now. Maybe I'll get to see.
I've had a couple of golf balls signed before, but
he's pulling out a fuzzy ball.
They're not that fine.
Okay.
That was pretty
regular Sharpie. I can see
that. See if I can.
Yeah, because the only time I've ever had a golf ball signed was or I've had 2 of them. There was somebody from the movie Caddyshack. And then I'm trying to.
Oh, that's cool.
That'd be cool.
Forget who it was. No, it wasn't Chevy Chase. And then the other one was the guy who played Shooter McGavin in Happy Gilmore.
Oh yeah, what's that actor's name?
Christopher McDonald, right?
Oh yeah. Now is there like who's a golfer that has a really long name? That would be hard for them to sign a golf ball. Like,
oh yeah,
who's a Bryson DeChambeau?
That's
like,
that'd be a good pull. One. Yeah, absolutely. So I'm gonna bring them to work with me, and I'm on the phone with a client. I'll just be looking at a ball, trying to figure out the signature. I like to multitask like that. I'm still paying attention to your animal.
Are we going back to expressing?
Why don't you? Yeah. You should
one hand and one.
Post it in one of those autograph groups, and then you don't even have to look them up.
That's
Excuse me. What are you doing? You expressing glands and looking up golf balls? What's happening?
Yeah. You gotta multitask. You don't need one gloved hand.
He's gonna be holding the dog's balls in one hand and the golf balls.
It's a boy, and it's Fuzzy Zellers.
Yeah, Fuzzy Zeller. That's true.
Oh, that's great.
Sorry. I'm gonna continue with more autographed stuff. So here's one of the comics that I got out of that deal, and this one's cool because it's actually a sketch. So this whole image right here is a sketch.
Oh wow!
Of the Thing. It says Fantastic Four comic, and it's a sketch and signed by Adam Hughes, and I only know that because the name's on the back.
So it has like let me get close up with that. That I first looked like a planet. I'm not gonna lie, but now
it looked like a planet.
Is he smoking a cigarette?
Yeah, that's what
I think so, which is kind of interesting.
Now that comic it was a blank cover.
Yeah, so a lot of times when like at conventions, I think they might have a few that are just blank like this, so the artist can do a sketch.
Okay,
Cool.
Yeah, it's weird because in that collection I bought, there is probably like one or two other ones that they actually never sketched on, and I'm like,
So it's
why?
just a
Like, there's
blank.
all this open blank space, and all they
Yeah.
did was sign it like real small down here.
Now, was the Fantastic Four on there before he sketched?
Yes, yeah,
So
that
the
was
ones
already
you
on
have,
there.
do they say a specific comic? Like, oh, it's a specific comic though, right?
Yeah, like I don't know, I don't really
Like
know
that's an
too much
actual
about the.
comic book, like you can open up and read it. If you,
Yes,
not saying you're
yep,
going to, but you could. Okay, that makes
yeah,
sense.
yeah. There's
What
Yeah,
is
plenty
that,
of
something
that-
like that
pages.
worth?
that's awesome.
What do you without COA or whatever? Whatever. I don't really care. It's obviously real. What's
Yeah,
something like that worth?
I mean, I think it depends on
Or
the
is this like a
character.
set your market thing?
So when I looked it up, I couldn't find any comps of the Thing for this artist.
Right.
He's done a lot of other characters and probably more popular characters like
The Thing has a
Wolverine.
following. He's a niche kind of guy, though. He definitely has a big following. There's
Yeah,
like
no,
lots of
he
other
has
things.
a big following, but like the other characters, I would say they're definitely way more popular that he's done
Right.
than ones that comps I've seen, and they were like Deadpool or Wolverine
Okay,
or
yeah, that makes
you know
sense.
what I mean.
Yeah.
But even some of those were maybe fetching 100 or a little bit more. So I mean, I would at least expect $50 for this.
And that was in that big sleeve of them that big box of them
Yeah,
that you bought full of. Wow, that's
yep.
awesome.
So I'm hoping at least 50. I think I could even push. I might try for a little bit more than that, or if there's none out there like this, it's one of
Yeah.
it's things again. I kind of control the market. I don't know.
Yep.
It's a big
There's-
sketch too. I would aim higher. I think. I
Yeah,
don't know
that's
Yeah.
anything
cool.
about it.
I think that sketch is actually, I don't know, but again, I don't know the market, so I wouldn't have any idea
Yeah.
what to
Yeah.
price on that.
So somebody from the flea market, well, one of it's like a friend to a friend, I guess. Jay's friend had somebody else that he brought over when I had those comic books, and it was like almost like I was on Pawn Stars where I was getting a professional come in and look at everything. And he basically he knows a lot about comics. And he pulled that one aside. He's like, that's probably one of the better ones you have. But he said actually that artist is really known for, and it's not like the Deadpool or Wolverine or he said it would actually sell more if it was a woman because he's known for their tits.
Oh, well,
I don't know. That's what he said. Not my words. That's
hold on. I need the leftovers disclaimer real quick.
yeah. Sorry, I just said
So-
that.
And so, in case you guys were wondering, we did trade for Mike Desktop Picker. He's actually right.
Yeah.
Oh shoot!
But
No,
at
that's,
least
no, I get
race-
it because there
yeah.
are.
It's so late in the podcast. Nobody's gonna care.
I would say an hour
Nobody's
30 minutes. You can get to the TNA segment at 1:30. Yeah.
Well, I wonder if you could get them to autograph right across them, like right just
Yeah.
like the first name on one side and the other one on.
Speaking
No, I mean,
of
look.
speaking of, oh, good.
I was gonna say if you guys need to, you can buzz me off this.
Well, I mean, Keith's got autographed balls. You got autographed breasts. Whatever.
Yeah.
At this point, we're at that point.
My final week almost was I had this big box of posters that I was gonna consign to an auction house. I was trying to clear out a big area of the warehouse, and there was a bunch of pinup posters from the '80s, the stuff that Jimmy and I probably had in our bedroom back in the like Samantha Fox and all kind of people, but they were still sealed. And I'm thinking like, these are probably not going to be worth much. They're like 30, 40, 50 each on eBay. So
Wow.
little bolo out there for sealed pinup posters.
Nice. Yeah. I found some recently. I don't have them though. I found some. They're like tapestries, right? They're rock band that would be my. I don't know. But they come in a package that looks like an LP, and I thought they were LPs, like records. But then when I picked them up, they were super light, and Sony actually found them. And then I was like, it's a tapestry wrapped around a piece of cardboard, but it was still new in the package. There were some money, so
that's cool.
Yeah, so it'd be similar to like what you just said, except it's an album cover. The tapestry is like it's bigger than 12 by 12 when you unfold it and you fold the edges out. It's like a 17 by 17
Is it like
tapestry
satin?
of an album.
Satin kind of satin or
Yeah,
silk?
yeah,
Kind of,
exactly.
okay.
Yep.
I think I
Cool.
had some back in the day, something like that. Awesome.
Right, but I don't have anywhere near here. I think I've already sold one too. Because that's the kind of thing when you were talking about, I went way back to the beginning of the podcast. That's the only thing that gets me like listing fast is when I get some new in the package that's easy to list that I know will sell fast. It's not a matter of like I'm motivated to list it. It's like it's so easy to list it. Like,
Oh yeah,
get that stuff listed and get it out the door.
Yep.
So, but that's that was a fun 2025 recap.
Yeah,
guys, I enjoyed that. That was fun. I took us off the rails like I like to do. At least it wasn't like the live show off the rails. Just a little bit.
Yeah. This is
Ray's the
much
one that took
tamer.
us like the live show off the rails. Gosh, Ray.
Oh, I thought it was me.
But next week we'll do a what did you call it again? 2026 what are they called? Resolutions. Like what are we going to do to grow our businesses, to change our businesses, to whatever things we want to try in 2026, reseller and whatever we decide to do.
Yeah,
we'll do that next week. That'll be fun. I'm looking forward to that one now that we've talked about this stuff.
Yeah, got to look back to look forward for sure.
My resolution is to find a comic book from that artist that Ray described.
Yeah, I'm going to do some research too. Yeah.
All right, guys. That was fun. Another fun episode. I'm biased, but it was a fun episode of Buy It All podcast. What else we got going on before we leave?
My Wednesday night live. I'll be live this week, 8:00 Eastern time on Vintage Sport Flips, and that's pretty much it. I think.
I don't have anything yet because we're trying to figure out, I guess, everything with the new live workday or
you got your Thursday thing.
Yeah. So we're working through that. I'm just trying to figure out stuff, and as soon as we get that updated, I'll let everybody know.
That's awesome. Go check out Old School Flips on YouTube. I'm putting out videos again. I have a video that's doing pretty well that I'm pretty excited about. And then check out Old School Flips Toys on Facebook. That's my one I talked about. That's mainly toys and my collectibles and stuff. But that's all I got going on.
Cool.
All right, everybody. We'll see you next time on Buy It All podcast.
No,